Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Jan's beautiful gallery in Summerland, British Columbia. A lot of the TikToks I've been doing has been celebrating my industry. And yesterday, got to be a part of a workshop in Kelowna, British Columbia, with a production designer, a set decorator, and myself, talking about our three departments and how we work together for film and television props or production design. We then broke off into workshops, and I was fully prepared to answer a lot of prop questions, but I was really surprised by these young filmmakers who a lot were in their first 5 years of their career, and the questions that came back at me were about mental health, dealing with bullies, how to handle stress. I have to admit, I kind of paused for a second, then I realized, looking back on my career, the first 5 years of your career are the most vulnerable because you don't have the experience to push back on abusive situations. You're so happy to be there. You're so excited about your new chosen career. You're finally following that passion you've had, only to be on a set dealing with a bully, dealing with people who are putting you in harm's way or making you work ungodly hours. And so I had to give some advice back on how to deal with these people. And the first thing I told them is if you're dealing with a bully, you have to get in their face and give it right back to them. And if they don't back down and continue, then you have to just extract yourself from the situation. No matter how important it is to you to get that credit and be in the gig economy, it's not worth your mental health. It's not worth the stress it's going to cause you by dealing with these types of people if you have no HR department that's going to step up on your behalf. I dealt with a young prop person who told me that a first AD decided to inject themselves into the process of a safe firearm on set. Even though it was a replica, it wasn't real. The first AD decided to take the firearm out of her hand and inject himself into the process, despite her protests. I again emphasized, as we all know, what recently happened when a first AD decided to insert themselves into the process of firearms being handed out on set, is that the only people to touch a firearm on set, I don't care if it's a rubber firearm, are the prop master, the assistant prop master, the armor, the assistant armor, or people in those departments, and the actor. That's it. Those are the only hands back and forth. No first AD, nobody else is allowed to touch that firearm. When it comes to dealing with your crew as a department head, I can confidently say I've never called my crew in the evenings, I've never called them on weekends, I've never emailed them unless it was a time change or a schedule change. I always felt that if a crew member gave me 60 to 70 hours a week, that's enough time. They need to go be with their families, they need to be with their friends, they need to be with their children. That is what is important. That is what good mental health is. I always tell them when they start a show with me, if you have a big event with your family coming up through the course of our schedule, just tell me, give us lots of notice. I know we all think we're irreplaceable, but actually we are. So I just want to know, because I want a healthy, happy crew. I don't want people to miss a vital thing, because at the end of the day, no matter how big your film is, no matter how many Oscars it wins, no matter how many Emmys that TV show wins, at the end of the day, this is where it ends up. A remote control on a coffee table and a choice for somebody to choose to watch your show or not. That is the importance of what we do. And don't forget, you read more about mental health in my book, They Don't Pay Me to Say No, available in a lot of independent bookstores around the world in their online catalogs. Have a great day, everybody, and happy mental health.